Well, Rebecca Adlington, to those outside swimming, it seems only 5 minutes ago, well, 5 years, that you rocked up on the scene and did what you did in Beijing, 2 Olympic gold medals, 2 bronzes, of course, in London, and here we are. It's all over.
I know.
In reality, it's not been 5 minutes, not even probably 5 years for you, has it?
No, definitely not. It's been since I was 4 years old, first getting in the pool and then joining a club and making my first team when I was about 13, 14. Going to the Youth Olympics, making my first proper team. Then it was making my first senior team, and then my Olympics, and then Worlds and Commonwealths, and so many different amazing things. And I've had such an incredible journey, and not one thing I'd change about it. Even the lows I've learnt so much from. They've all been part and parcel of it, and all helped me to get to this point today.
And as you say, and as you've always said, you've loved every moment of it. The sacrifices, you don't even see the sacrifices because they're your choice. But you've been hard at it since being a little girl, really.
I have, but it's just, everyone says, God, how do you get up at 5:15? How do you do all that? And I'm like, well, when you love something, it's not a problem. I've never snoozed my alarm. My whole 23 years of life, I jumped out of bed, and I've loved going. I hate not going. I feel guilty if I don't go, and it's been my passion. It's been my love. You don't mind doing that and putting the effort in and the time and making choices that aren't necessarily easy, but you're happy to do them because for the love and for the best thing for the sport and for what you want to achieve. And it's been an incredible time, definitely. Well,
you mentioned choices that aren't easy. You've taken 6 months, no knee-jerky reactions after London.
No.
And here we are in February 2013, and you decided to, now, when I say retire, I mean from competitive sport, before you jump on me and say, I'm not retiring, but from competitive sport you are. But you've taken your time, haven't you?
Definitely. I think it's something that you have to take your time with. I think a lot of athletes sometimes jump the gun and just say they retire, and then they make the error of trying to make a comeback, or sitting there a year later going, oh God, I wish I was there, and having regrets. Whereas it's not something you can take lightly. It's not that you just get up and think, what should I have for breakfast, or what should I wear? It's not as easy as that. It takes time, and you need to feel comfortable with it, and it's taken me this long. I wanted to have a break and enjoy it, and I had so much going off after the games, but it was not a decision that it just came to me. It wasn't an epiphany I had one day or I went in the pool and thought, you know what, this is my last session. It didn't get to that point. It was just gradually, it felt more and more right to stop, and then I got to the point in the new year where I was like, you know what, it is. I'm so comfortable with this. I'm so happy with this. I have no regrets. It's the right decision, it's the best decision, and talking it through with family and Bill was just like, yeah, completely. He was on the same wavelength as me, and it was just so right too.
Well, 2 gold medals, 2 bronze medals, the greatest Olympic swimmer in British Olympic history. How does that sound?
It's weird because it's one of those things that now I've tried and got to become Becky instead of Becky the swimmer. And it's them things that I'm so proud of, and I'm so glad I achieved them, and I can't believe to this day that I still achieve them sorts of things. But it's weird that I'm no longer going to achieve anything else like that again. I'm never going to have that moment of representing my country or doing everything that I have done in the past again. But it's exciting. It's obviously something that was sad and is still sad every now and again. And the saddest thing for me is not working with Bill anymore. That's definitely been the hardest thing about it all, is not being coached by Bill. He's been there to guide me, not just as an athlete, but as a person. I've worked with him for over 10 years. I've seen him every single day of my life for 10, 11 years. He's like a second dad to me. To now go to not seeing him and not working with him was definitely the hardest decision of all, but it was good because Bill allowed me to make the decision. I couldn't have just stayed swimming just because I'm going to miss Bill. That's not right. So that was definitely the hardest decision of all, or not decision, but the hardest thing about it was leaving Bill behind. But it was the right one, and it's just bizarre to think of everything that I have achieved, and I'll always have them memories. And it is amazing, but it is sad that I won't be achieving them anymore, definitely.
No, but what you plan to achieve, Becky, and behind you are the words Becky Adlington Swim Stars, I would argue in many ways will be even greater.
Oh, without a doubt, I really hope so. I think the one thing that I've tried to do since Beijing is make a difference and inspiring kids, and the whole legacy word keeps getting thrown around about London, but I wanted to try and do stuff even before that. Since Beijing, I've wanted to try and leave a legacy behind with encouraging people to swim, and that's what I've done with my sponsors, and that's why I've had such brilliant sponsors, because loads of people just think, oh yeah, well they give you that and that's why you do it. Well no, you choose them properly, and that's what I've wanted to do. I don't just do stuff because I've wanted to make money or be famous. That's not who I am. I wanted to use them, and I've been brilliant and learnt so much from them by being part of their Learn to Swim campaigns and their grassroots level of swimming. It's been an amazing learning curve, and just now seems right to go into my own Learn to Swim programme. I got my level 2 swim teachers since the games, which was amazing because the kids didn't have a clue who I was. 3-4-year-olds don't care, they don't know. They were just so happy to be in water and brought back all the memories that I had growing up in swimming, and just seems right to do that. And so
tell me why, Rebecca, though, because there's a particular reason that you've got a goal, haven't you? You've got a particular target, which seems far-fetched, but well, I mean the statistics gobsmacked me when you told me earlier today.
Yeah, it's 1 in 3 kids can't swim. It is shocking, and I want to definitely change that. I want every kid being able to leave primary school being able to swim 25 metres. Not just being able to swim, but a good 25 metres is a huge thing. Being able to just swim that amount will save people's lives. A lot of people do swim lessons and just think, right, they can float, let's stop. That's not good enough. If there is a flood, if there is something, we live on an island, if they get kind of, no, I hope they don't, but if someone falls or gets thrown into a lake or river, can they swim to save their life? And that's what's so important. And also they can enjoy it and love it and gain everything that I've gained from it over the years. Sport has given me so much. It's learnt me and taught me about determination, dedication, persistence and respect and friendship, and how all them things make such a huge difference, and they're incorporated in my Swim Stars program and my Learn to Swim program. Is all the values are in there, and I think it's so important that they are in there, as that's what sport gives you and it enables you. So that's definitely exciting, what makes my program so different.
So we're not just teaching sport to everybody, we're actually teaching health, fitness, and even beyond that, possibly something that will save someone's life.
Without a doubt, yes, definitely. It's exciting and a new challenge. It's ambitious. I know that it's ambitious, but if somebody said a girl from Mansfield could be the greatest British Olympic swimmer, they'd be like, no, that's not true. And it's one of those things that will take time, but hopefully in 5-10 years time we can see a big change, and it won't be 1 in 3 kids can't swim. Hopefully over time it will get less and less and less, and hopefully in whatever 20 years time it could be the greatest legacy of all, that I've got every child in the UK being able to swim.
Fantastic. Well, listen, many congratulations for all the pleasure you've given us over the years, Becky, and the very best of luck for such an important goal that I'm sure you'll stick in the back of the net. No,
Thank you.